The guy in the thumbnail, yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Shades
bro.
of Clarity said, "What up, Dubs? I hope you're well and in a good headspace."
Hey,
Shades
how
of
you doing?
Clarity.
Likewise, big dog.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dubs looks like one of the yeah, bros.
Hey, how come I got your notification but not mine?
Shit, I got yours, but not mine. I never get mine. Well, maybe I'm
I
not
never get
subscribed to
yours.
myself. Yeah, bro. What's up, Jason Diamond? Oh, look at T Zips. He had to be politically correct. He said, "Yeah, bro."
Yeah.
It's yeah, bro. Hey, what's up, Corey? He said,
My
"What's y'all
TikTok,
TikTok?"
my TikTok is hold on. My TikTok is why is this shit taking so long?
What's mine? I'm looking at it right now. My
I think it's
TikTok.
Dub.
Take me to the barrio. It says
I think it's
Gunners
just Dub.
Collective. Yeah, mine's Gunners Collective. You just gotta look it up. Nah, bro. Annette. What's up with you,
Hey,
Surge?
Surge.
Rosafina, he says, I got the notification, Dub, says Mayanessa. Pitbull was happening. Rudy says, you still investing in that one crypto? All I know is that motherfucker made us thousands of dollars, or it made me a couple thousand over the weekend or over the last day.
Just today, it's up
Just
almost 800.
Yes, that motherfucker's going crazy today.
Will
They said,
Dubs?
will
I
Dubs
do
ever
say
say
video.
video? He says
New
video every
video.
video.
New video.
See? AC Bar, what it is, man. What's up with you? Dug off the leash. Welder Gabe.
What's up,
Shit, let's
Cheeks?
get it. We got 80 people in here. Pac-Man versus Barrios. Who you got? Barrios.
I'm taking Pac-Man.
Taking the Pac-Man, 46 years old.
He just hits too hard, and he's too smart. I mean, he's probably gonna lose, but I'm not gonna. I'm rolling with him.
Clica 702. What's happening with it? April Martinez says, Dubs, Gunner, how is going today, fellas? Damn, he did
Good.
it. No problem. Uh, been a minute since I've been on the lives, been working 12-hour shifts. Damn, Damien, getting that money.
Congratulations, William. Just got off parole today.
Shh, that's right. That's that real money.
Yeah.
Marciano says, I sent mine's Gunner Dubs. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. What's up with you? Hey, what's up with Cheeks? Cooking with Cheeks. Make sure you guys tap in. She made some enchiladas. They were looking bomb.
I didn't get to
They were
watch it.
looking
I,
bomba.
right when I started to watch it, I had to do something. I can't remember what. I got to go back and write. Bomba.
Shout out to Guadalupe. Hope you cats are doing well. Likewise, Holmes. Serge says, you guys see that Conor McGregor pick? What happened? Is Avato all steroided out the game or what? Hey, Conor got that money after that fight with fucking Floyd Dubs, and then that was it. He just changed.
Sold out. He sold out. He didn't have to fight anymore.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck, man. Hey, but you got to think about it too. When you get that type of money and you're in the fight game, there's those that they fight because they love it, like that's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some that just do it for it's a lucrative thing. Especially him. He became a star fast because of his attitude and the way he was. That motherfucker got that big $100 million payday. He was out of there. He said, fuck fighting.
Hey, you guys
He
want to
came
see
back
my
one time and got his ass whooped.
You guys want to see my new mouse pad? I just got a new.
Yeah,
Now
Dub's got a clean one.
Are we sipping? No. Why do people always think we're always drinking?
What's up, Carlos?
Check out my new mouse pad. Eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that motherfucker's clean. You guys see that shit?
Boom, boom, boom.
That's VS1 clarity.
Boom, boom. Look at that. Shoo.
Dub's all Azteca out with that.
It's
And he's got on the back. He's got the fucking calendar in the back.
Yeah, I got that the calendar on the right there. I got it on my chain. You guys want to see my coasters? I have it on my coasters.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Serge said there's a leaked picture of his fierro with the dumbbell attached to it. Are you trying to stretch your shit? You trying to do the stretchy?
Watch.
You guys drinking tonight? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's a clean ass mouse pad right there. Mine's just a basic, just a black dirty one. It's just the basic. I need to fucking clean it. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Saludos.
Check out Check out my coasters, eh? Look, 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 look.
Yeah, those are clean coasters right there.
Yeah.
Boop. There you go.
But look at you.
Then where'd you get that coaster set at, Dubs?
Amazon.
Shit, Amazon be having the righteous shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there's some skulls with like mexicas like all kinds of carvings. I'm gonna probably get one, maybe two, and have them over there on the gaming.
I'm gonna have to trip out on it. Hey, that's right, April. Thank you, Salvador. Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just throw whatever on, whatever's in the closet. There just happens to be a lot of shit in the closet. They said I wouldn't want to put my cup on that. That shit's clean though. Aztec prices, Ivan. Oh man, those are tough. I have an Aztec death whistle. My girl got me from Mexico. T Zip says Dubs also has fuzzy socks on.
No, no, I don't. I have long ass white socks, fool.
My dad has cool old slides of us in there. That's right, man. He was in Mexico. Tony, a parole officer, just got blasted in Oakland. Oakland's dangerous, man. Raider strokes.
What's up, big dog? Jason said that he has a Jewish penny.
There you go.
A Jewish penny is probably $1,000 bill.
It's probably their shit's worth or a diamond. You know what I mean? Bless you. Raider says, Gun, can Northers do hard drugs and still be good? I don't know how it is nowadays. Back in the days, no, you weren't supposed to indulge in hard drugs. Everyone was doing it. You weren't supposed to do it.
They
Yeah.
did. You know, I
We
kept my
all
mouth
did
shut
it
for a
at one
long
point in
time
time.
when I would hear people on here, certain channels brag about how the Northerners don't do drugs, and yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Yeah, that's the truth. Sipactili said Mohawk Matt tapping in with state sheriffs carrying fools off the yard, brother. Yeah, I don't know what that dude's doing, but stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. Stay tuned.
Did legends ever listen to music? Yes, they have ears, fool. They even listen to you when you talk to them. I heard you out.
Yeah.
How would listening to music be unprofessional?
Yeah, music is music. Shit, everyone wants to chill and listen to some bomb ass jams. You guys ready for Poirier versus Holloway? It's
Those guys might be. I mean, they could beat
that might
us,
be a good match.
right?
Yeah,
But
no, that's gonna be a good match. I got Holloway.
check out 5'9", eh? How about to did that?
Damn, you did that. Is your first name Jay? Because that's how he acts. What's up, Cactus?
Hey, what's up, Cactus? He just got out of Six Flags.
Shit, he was in that motherfucker riding roller coasters, eating fucking drinking Slurpees. Said Gungan got the beard. Yeah, my beard's all nappy and shit right now. I haven't combed it. So fresh and so clean, Gunners. That's right, Klika. I'm just doing my thing. I hope you're a female, man. I sincerely hope you are. Shades of Clarity. I know Dubs has some seriously good jailhouse work. I'd really like to see a photo of all your tattoos. They look like they're connected well, and I like
Oh yeah.
black work. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day. Likewise, Monica. Hope you're having a good day. Diamond for sure. Max not strong enough for
The
him.
thing is, if you notice, I made sure I told that Fue Holmes, don't be wasting my time or yours trying to do smoke and all that shit.
In
No,
pieces.
you're gonna do real sleeves on me. So see
Yeah,
that
you
dude,
didn't want
see
pieces.
that dude, he's slitting. Look at there's the knife right there. He's slitting that guy's
That's
throat.
clean.
He's pulling his head back, slitting his throat. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
See, when you get work, you want good pieces. Like, see how it's all connected, does? You know how it is. You want good pieces. You don't want fucking, you know, you want good pieces. I mean, I got a little bit of smoke right here, but that's because it led into what I was gonna do right here. But
Mm-hmm.
that's this one right here is clean. This is all my demons and shit. The demons in my mind got me tripping. Hey, Lolly, make sure you tap into that video I just dropped. That's super. It's about the Ya Bros. You remember the Ya Bros?
Yeah,
The
bro.
Syrians?
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
the Ya
bro.
Bros. Yeah, bro. We take all the women. Yeah, bro. Hey, you guys want to take this 45? Nah, bro. Oh, she says, yes, I'm a Latina that lives in Vegas. Shit. All right. What's up with you? What was the most painful tattoo areas of you guys? For me, it was the sides. Damn, that shit hurts just fucking doing this. It's crazy. Look at fucking Max tearing a chancla up. Dubs. Look. Look how that fool's looking. He got a chancla in his mouth. Look at, I don't know where you got a pink chancla from, but I have plenty of tattoo artists that look really good. I've seen the thumbnails of your abdomen. I would just like a
My
good look
chest
to see
plate,
if you.
my chest plate has the most detail. I'm surprised it hasn't. You know, when you have ink for a long time, it blends. You know, it starts spreading and doesn't look as detailed. But mine's still holding up pretty good.
Says David Moreno. Yo, Gunn, and we all know there are red rag Southside hoods, but is there any blue rag Northenial hoods? There was only one that used to rock a teal color blue. They used to do green rags too, and that was Garden Block, man, in Sakura. Gunner, do you know anyone from Seven Trees? I know a couple homies from Seven Trees. Sanho. Remember look at Galali says, I remember the Yabros. Yeah, the Yabros. They were out there until they got beat up, bro. And then they disappeared overnight.
I do have Santa Bruta across my stomach. How old was I when I got that? I don't know. I got it in Pelican Bay. Oh, I got it. Let me see. I was 26.
Hey, Klika, I don't want to say too much because I'll be doing a video on that tomorrow. But I mean, that's how that man truly feels. He really feels that way. I mean, it's crazy. Gun, any new Bulldog stories? I did a Bulldog story the other day. Saludos from Loma Bakers. Barrio
I
Greenland,
know a lot of
Norte,
dudes from Loma.
Gardenland.
I had a buddy in YA. Well, I had a few of them, but one of them was real cool. Nappy from Loma Bakers.
I got mine rib to rib of my barrio, Sisipactili. Yeah, that shit hurt. I mean, the first time I got my stomach done, it wasn't that bad. I was young. You know, when you're young, your pain tolerance is
Mm-hmm.
higher. As you get older, and out of shape, like me, your pain tolerance changes. And man, I was sitting there when I was getting my side done, and that shit was killing me, my stomach. And this fucking white dude was getting his whole side blasted with like a portrait of his lady. He was just taking it like nothing. And I was like, the fuck, man, what am I doing wrong here? Right? Fucking Woods over here getting blasted. And then my tattoo artist, we were smoking a cigarette, and I was like, hey, bro, fuck. How's that dude taking it? He goes, oh, that fool's a sucker, man. That fool's got the cream and shit. I go,
Mm.
what do you mean cream? He says, yeah, they put the cream, numbing cream. He don't feel nothing. I said, well, I want the cream. He said,
Shades of
nah,
clarity.
bro.
Shades of clarity. No, it was Murray's pomade hair grease. That's what my ink is. The darkest part. This stuff right here is all Murray's. This stuff is all baby oil right here.
Yeah, baby oil is lighter. You can tell.
It's darker than handball or anything else, though. Darker than
So
chest
Gunner,
pieces. Oh, Nappy died. Damn, it's unfortunate. Have we seen it, homie? We own it.
yes, you
Yeah.
know I'm watching around town. You know come on now, man. I'm shit. I'm hoping that motherfucker hit 10,000. Wow, hits 10,000. Bye bye. Hasta la bye bye. Gunner, that'll put me at a little cool chunk. I'll be all right. I'll get my magic carpet and I'll be out of here. I'm gonna be floating. I'm a float. That's all I'm gonna do too when I'm rich. The only song I'm gonna listen to is the Floaters. Float, float on.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
float with me. Cancer. And my name is Leonard.
Yeah, Juan, I never even really ever got a hangover until I turned 50. Now it's like, damn, almost every time I drink, I'm like, shit.
Malik. So if the woman who killed the child in the car, well, she didn't actually kill her child, but her child succumbed to the heat, right? If she's found guilty, she won't be found guilty of first degree murder, bro. Not at all. She's gonna get manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. She's gonna do about 10 years.
Well, just so you guys know, I'll give
Mhm.
you an example. Um, I was charged with first degree murder, second degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, and assault with a deadly weapon. Just on one person. I had 5 victims.
Mhm.
That was just on one person. And my DA clowned my DA, my attorney clowned the DA for that. And they said, he told the jury, he said, what you have here is what you call the shotgun effect. He goes, they're throwing everything at the wall to make something stick. He
That's
said,
what they
they're
do. Yeah.
telling you guys, we don't know what you're gonna find him guilty of, but you're not letting this man walk out of this courtroom whatsoever. So they have to go in order. So when they go to trial, they have to first look at the jury has to first say, okay, is this first degree murder? If it's not, then whatever's next. If it's second degree, then they go, okay, is it? It's not a second degree murder either, because
No,
for second degree murder, for murder period, there has to be some type of malice. So on a first degree, you have
premeditation.
premeditation. Second degree,
Mhm.
you have malice aforethought, where you did something with some evil intent in
To
mind.
cause catastrophic injury.
And then a manslaughter is what she's gonna get.
Yes, she'll get an involuntary manslaughter,
Involuntary.
or maybe even a voluntary, but she'll probably get an
No,
involuntary.
I
She'll
don't
get an
think she's
involuntary
involuntary. Yes, I think she's
because
gonna
she
get
did leave the
involuntary.
AC on. She did, you know what I mean? So they're gonna look. She shouldn't have left her kids in the car. That's stupid on her part, and she's gonna suffer for that by the loss of her child as well as some time. But first degree murder, there's look at. I'll be her lawyer and beat that. There's no case for first degree murder whatsoever. Does she need to do time? Absolutely, for being a stupid ass and putting herself before her children. She should get time just for that. That should be a charge. She's gonna get fucking involuntary, like Dub said. When I faced attempted murder charges, it was the reason why I was able to beat that. Well, of course, I took a deal, but the reason I was able to go around that was they had to prove catastrophic that I intended to inflict catastrophic injury, what could result in a death. I didn't. I just whacked the dude. I never fucking tried to cut his throat or anything. He moved and it cut down here. So I knew that wasn't gonna stick. So it kept getting dropped to eventually I got a good deal. But and I told you guys the story on 9/11 when fucking I took the lie detector test. I was able to wiggle, but that's true shit.
You
But
know,
yeah,
like on my case, it was
mhm.
illegal. They found me guilty of murder and assault on the same person,
Yeah,
and
how's
that's
that work?
yeah, it's the
That's
same. It's the
double
same
jeopardy
act.
shit.
Yeah, but I mean, that life sentence was enough, so I didn't even bother with
It
it.
didn't even matter. Yeah,
Nah.
but that was grounds for an appeal right there, Dubs.
Yeah, but they would have just took off the assault. They don't take off the murder.
No, I know that, and you still would have got life, but it would have just have been a free trip to the county.
No,
You know,
no. They you don't even go to the county for that. They
they
just do
did
it.
it right there in prison.
Dismiss it. Yeah, they would have just dismissed it. Yeah, they're not gonna have a whole new trial to find me. I'm already found guilty. It would have
Yeah,
had no bearing on the murder. But
there goes
I wound up
something.
with. So that's what I went to prison for the murder,
Mhm.
a gang enhancement, and 5 assaults with deadly weapons.
It's crazy, huh?
Hmm.
Look at Anthony. He says XRP gonna get me weller to weller. I say his spoon is gonna be soaked. That's this shit, not yours, not just yours. Man, I'm telling you, man. I was today. I was looking like, do they really make magic carpets? I guess I'm gonna have to go somewhere in the Sierra and find a fucking genie. But with all the money I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be able to do that.
That's
I'm
right,
telling
Lolo.
you, I need to just float around, just kick it. I'm gonna get one of those little things you ride. I'm gonna pull up on Dubs. He's gonna be like, "For this motherfucker," I'm gonna be like, "Come on, bro, we're rich. Let's fucking race fucking scooters." Daryl Hall, what's up, man? Shout out to my boy Daryl Hall in the motherfucking house. I see you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, brother was cool. Keep up the supers. True stories right there. Adam Bonilla. Gun on my way back home, back to Merced to see my sis in Mercy Hospital. Do you know if Maria's Taco Shop is still there? It is. And Adam, if you're part of the Bonilla family, I know your whole familia, bro. If they have the same name in Merced. In fact, yeah, I know them very, very well. I'll just say that. Gunner, did you know any homies from Atwater? Probably all of them. 818 to tell you the truth.
Yeah, bro. What's up, Jesus?
Yeah, bro. Hey, if you guys look at the thumbnail, the guy in the middle, tell me he don't look like Dubs a little bit. Hey, I put in Dubs and it came up with a picture of you.
Homie, Ahons, don't make me start bagging on you, fool. Don't do it, eh? Gunner right now. Look at Gunner right now. He's talking about me on his thumbnail. Look at Gunner right now. Looks like a hairy ass 12-year-old. Are you kidding me?
That's fucked up.
He better quit pretending he plays for the Astros, motherfucker.
This kid is Nolan Ryan. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing pitches, mean pitches. If Pac-Man can make a boxing comeback at 46, why can't Gunner? Well, first of all, I ain't built like Pac-Man. I haven't been training since I was fucking 8 years
If you
old.
know his sister Marlene.
Yes, I know exactly who your family is, Adam. That's right, bro. Respects. Your familia is well known in the town. Stephanie, you want to dub. Si Pacli, si Gunner looks like Milk 74. Fuck Milk. That dishwasher. Hey, Milk kept me waiting. When I was gonna interview him, he kept me waiting for like an hour. I was like, bro, what are you doing? He was trying to roll a blunt. Took him like an hour. That motherfucker rolled the blunt. He was like, all right, man, I'm ready to start. And then he started apologizing to the raza for what he said. And then he went into the sad story about how he used to wash dishes. And I don't know if he was trying to make people feel bad for him. I was just like, bro, I worked at Jack in the Box, so fuck, we were both fucked. This
Who did? You did?
shit. When I first got out of White, that was the first job I had. Jack in the Box. I was in
Same.
that motherfucker chilling. Daryl Hall, thank you, man.
Like a Jewish cholo with the Abe
I look like
Lincoln.
a Jewish cholo with the Abe Lincoln beard. Shit, I'm trying to free somebody. Look at Big Daryl Hall. He got the long fucking evil fucking Mongols beard right there. If you want to see a sick baseball jersey, Google Arizona State Tequila Sunrise. I seen a jersey, man, that I want the other day. And let me see. Milk hates Raza. He even bagged on my hood on the IG comments. Yeah, he disrespected and I jammed him up and then he was like, "Oh, bro, why you make that video, man? I'll go live right with you right now or interview and clean it up." And he did that.
I thought there was your water was really good with the Hoovers. Cipacli. I remember when I was in YA, they were.
Hey, look at the homie AC Bar says when XRP hits 100 G's, I'm retiring.
Of
Shit,
course.
I'm gonna retire before that, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
right there with you, brother.
Yeah, I always thought I never thought you guys that broke with you guys.
Likewise, Adam. He said my hood and Hoover's are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What Amish Valley are you from? I'm from the Lacheims. Valley Laheim. Dubs, we need more food videos. You put out James Bola vibes with that Western burger. Mood.
Mood.
That
Mood.
motherfucker right there, he could eat. Now he could eat. I thought I could eat.
Hey, we gotta get him to let us interview him, man. And he can eat live on here.
Hey, you know what's a trip, Dubs? I watched he was at Denny's, right?
Hold on, let me
And
let me
shit
look him
started
up.
to make me feel uncomfortable. He was like, first he's ordering normal, and he's like, I'll take a raspberry tea and this, and that. I'll take scrambled egg. You know, like a normal. The chick is all right. He goes, then I'll take some cinnamon pancakes. Chick was like, all right, cool. You know, she sees he's a bigger dude, so all right. And then he's like, and I'll take this, and I'll take that. And he started fucking, and she started looking around like, where the fuck is everyone else at? And that was mood. That was just a snack. That was a snack before breakfast.
Wow, that's what he used to look like.
Damn.
And
That fool
then
ate him. He's eating himself to death.
and there he is. There doesn't even
Mood.
fit in the screen.
That about eating a whole fucking bar of fucking cookie dough. It's crazy. Is the H Town fitted? Yeah, hell yeah. Look it. Fitted. Look. There's no. Oh yeah. Pepe Ricky Ray. That would be funny as fuck. On a serious note, mad respect to you guys for doing that much time and coming out normal. I know that shit ain't easy and that can turn the weak minded into J Cats. I've seen it happen, bro, in real life. High definition. I've seen dudes that were solid as fuck. All of a sudden they start J Cat. Now I know Dub's seen it a lot in the shoe. The shoe could drive people mad, crazy. Or maybe in ad
Should I
seg.
should I message this guy?
Yeah, tell him what's up. Tell him mood. You want to fucking do?
I'm gonna message him, man. Oh, that was Royce.
Oh man, Big
Royce
Roy.
Miller. Royce Miller, Jason. He said my videos made him depressed. My videos got him a lot of new subscribers, thousands. But he said he felt depressed after I was roasting him. So that's why I took them all down and I stopped doing it. I'm not into that.
15-year-old dopey Tony from West Side 18th Street. DGS lost his life. Can we get condolences? Condolences to your homie, Sipakili. What's up, Gunnar? Are you gaming tonight? I don't game. Dubs in the homies game. I just go in there to support him. I don't game, bro. What's up, Sag Daddy 916? Jason Diamond. They said, hell yeah, it does, but you got to eat one of everything he eats.
Hell nah.
They're about to be eating a whole fucking chunk of cookie dough.
Yeah,
Do
no.
people eat it like
Hold on,
that?
hold on. I'm gonna type something and then I'll read it.
What about when he eats frosting? Just a whole cup of frosting. That's too much sugar. That about is gonna get diabetes. The diabetes. Fuck that. I don't game either. I just go to watch. Yeah, Stephanie, that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying, to each their own, and I respect it, but I tried it. It was fun for a minute, and then I mean, these guys every night they're trying to save the world. Like they're serious about it. They are serious. They rage quit and they fucking
Oh, I do. I get pissed.
yeah, they get it. Yeah, Dubs we get mad. Like if you tell Dubs, all right, we're gonna go fucking rush the other side, rush the other crew, and you don't go with Dubs, shit, he's gonna let you know.
Okay, hold on, Holmes. I stopped mood. I stopped that because this is serious. So here's what the fuck happens, Holmes. They'll be like, "Hey, let's push the building." I'm the only one in the fucking building, and I'm dead. They're still outside discussing how are they going to push the building.
Dubs just go straight to it.
You said push the building, push. I tell people this all the time. Look, it's an old thing, and it's true. People play poker. Look, if you play cards with somebody, especially poker, you're going to learn a lot about how that person lives their lives, how they treat their friends, and how they think about things by the way they play them cards, Holmes. That's a fucking fact. I think Call of Duty is the same way. So, Takis, you're a pussy. All right, my bad. I switched it up right there.
Homie Hangout said, had fun watching y'all last night. That's right, man. Shout out to Homie Hangout. Make sure you guys go tap in, go support his channel. He's dropping some bangers, man. He's dropping some super bangers.
No, but that's real. Like when a homie gets downed in the game and then people are running around like, serio? Now I know, Holmes. I'm not going to get caught up with you and some shit on the streets. The homie that comes in like, Cameron fucking hop one leg, getting shot the fuck up. He'll go over there and revive me.
Not Takis, though.
Hector says, relax, Dubs. It's not that serious. Oh, you can't play Call of Duty.
What I tell you guys, that is a perfect example.
You're out. Hector can't play Call of Duty with me.
You see, you just seen it in HD. Why I don't play the game? You see, hey, Dubs. He was in the middle of a text with fucking mood, and he said, "You know what? Fuck this. I got to put this shit to the side. You can't talk about Call of Duty around Dubs, man, because he fucking see that wrinkle right there. It gets deep. Look, boom. That's two things I've learned about Dubs that you can't say. Let me see. I dropped a super banger about SPM and hood stocks and Texas rap, etc., etc. Make sure you guys go tap in and go watch what Rascal just dropped. I'm sure it's a super banger. Trip out on this. Two things you can't say around Dubs. Don't talk shit about Call of Duty and how good you are and you got his back because he's gonna get upset. And don't talk about Canelo Alvarez.
No, you can talk about him, but just at least have an understanding.
You gotta talk good about him.
No, you can talk bad about him, but have an understanding of what you're talking.
Well, fuck it then. He did steroids. He didn't eat no steak. He did.
So right, fucking Benavides does cocaine on a regular basis. That's worse.
So did I for a lot of years. So what's the difference?
You ain't no
I'm
boxer.
just being real, man. I used to be yayed out with the homies. That was normal. You can't tell me motherfuckers didn't do gaggers and drink. That was part of that went hand in hand.
You know what? I didn't really. Hey, thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. I was never really drugs wasn't my thing, Holmes. I smoked weed, but drugs just wasn't my thing, especially uppers, Holmes. I didn't understand it. Like I want to relax. Holmes, what the fuck? I want to go paint. Homie? I told you I tried meth before, right? First time in 1988. I swear I did the dishes. I went and mowed the lawn. I mowed the neighbor's lawn. I wanted to paint the house. Like I got into some shit in my head, right? And I was like, went back inside, put the clean dishes back in the sink and washed them again. I was in a group home. I said, man, what the fuck kind of drug is this?
You can talk about it, you just don't have bass in your voice. Be polite. Don't argue with it. Hey, thank you, Carlitos. I appreciate you, brother. Always, man. Hey, yeah, you know how it is, Rascal. Yeah, when you talk about Canelo and Dub's presence, you have to show the utmost respect.
No, you have to be fucking knowledgeable about what you're talking about. That's
I know. Hey, look.
People can talk shit about him. I don't care. The fuck, I'm not him. I don't know that Vato. He ain't giving me nothing. But when people say shit that is like not even based off of anything, I don't care what the topic is. You just at least have some understanding of what you're saying.
Have some education behind what you're saying.
Hey, Daryl Hall said that he tried uppers a couple of times and ended up stealing his own catalytic converter.
That's crazy, huh? The cool part is when they're all tweaked out and they don't just steal the catalytic converter, they try to pull the platinum out themselves.
Look at. This is what Juan is Puerto Rican. So this is why he's talking gibberish right now. He said Hector Macho Camacho would have whooped Canelo. No, he would not have.
Not in
No, he
this
would not.
life, his past life, or any life. Hector Macho was bad
He
though.
would have been able to outpoint
Mr.
him,
Moises.
but I don't. Canelo would have knocked him out.
Look, I
Thank you,
like
man.
some fucking some Hector Macho. He was a good showman. Like he was ahead of his time with showmanship. But one thing, I don't think Canelo would have knocked him out. I know Hector would have knocked him out, but I don't think Canelo would have knocked him out either because it was hard to knock out Hector Macho Camacho. He had a strong ass chin.
If you
He,
go back and look at if that's true right there,
mhm,
exactly, Josh. No, but look, if you go back and watch when Chavez fought Camacho,
mhm,
he said prior to the fight, "I'm going to punish him."
he did.
He did not try to knock him out. Had he tried, he would have knocked him out.
Probably, yeah. He probably he now he was a different level at that time. He was unstoppable at that time.
Juan, go
That
back
was
and
like
watch that
the
fight. I'm
last
talking
match.
about Chavez and Camacho, and you're going to
That was like
see.
the last match where Chavez was really Chavez. And after that, he started going downhill.
Well, after that, he passed the torch. Remember to De La Hoya.
Well, his first loss was against Frankie the Surgeon Randall, and Frankie won that fight. I remember watching it. I was mad at the motherfucker, but Frankie the Surgeon Randall beat him fair and square, just picked him apart. And that's when I started saying, okay, he's done. And then when he fought De La Hoya, he was already old man. Remember De La Hoya got a lot of hate for that. They were like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
fought him when he's an old man," but hey, they're from a different era. De La Hoya fought him whenever they put it on the plate. Back then, boxers didn't duck each other, man. There was none
no.
of that. You fought whoever they said you fought. If the timing was off a little bit, shit, Chavez was fighting before De La Hoya was born. So, what's up, John Jimenez? What's cracking with it? We got 250 in the building. Hey, Chicharron's in here. Mooney, he says, I'm bored. Pensa, Hip Hop Nation, what's up? Camacho had a chin. It would have been a great fight. No, Camacho had a chin. He's always had that. He had showmanship. He was crazy. Hey, remember when he came with the fucking army uniform and all that crazy shit? He was just different. Racists called De La Hoya a sellout for dating outside of his race. What does that mean?
Fuck.
Yeah, a woman's a woman to me, man. I don't care what color she is. I don't play that shit. Let me see. Frankie Flash. On the era where the old school play movie Duke of Earl was made. Have you seen it? Thanks, man. You're all right. This is Frankie Flash. One of my favorite boxers, Guadalupe Salvador Sanchez, I think was the hardest hitting boxer of all time at his weight. He was like the Tyson of his weight class.
I have seen Duke of Earl. Mm-hmm. Long time. Matter of fact, I think I saw Duke of Earl in YA.
They said Camacho's downfall was Perico. Let's keep it real. It may have been. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Man,
Mhm.
Jim. Thank you, homie.
You know what? I had a what are they called? The main ones, the big ones. The big I can't remember the name of the controller. It's the main one people use with the back buttons and all that.
Hey, so homie, hey, I'd like to
Can't
apologize
remember
for
the name of it.
disrespecting you drunk. I'm a tyrant off liquor. Zasipaktali. What up, Commerce? Tapping in. Hector Bravo going in on Cali.
The S, I think.
On Cali Muscle or what?
Scuff. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I had a scuff. Scuff's my favorite. Hold on, watch. Watch this.
Don Flamingo? John Bravo dropped a video about Cali Muscle. Yeah, pizza shit. Hey, thank you, hip hop man. I appreciate that. Hey, I dropped the Superwood Super Norteño collab today. I dropped a Super Yabros, which is a look into the historic time in the early '90s, late '80s in Turlock, California. Man, it was crazy. I had firsthand conversations with those dudes. I was involved in some shit. They were just different. Um, Never once have I seen a group of guys, man, Assyrian dudes, just post up in the town try to take shit over. I don't know what they were thinking. Hey, thank you, Productivity. I appreciate that, man. Y'all need to check out Kurt Scobie, the homie from Duarte. Look up Ruben Oliveras, a beast Mexican boxer, also in the '70s. Big Boy and the OG ran into each other. What OG? Frankie Flash? Big Calvin? Hey, Cali Muscle does not look like Terry Crews on White Chicks. He looks like Terry Crews on Blended. We are blended. Where's the Superwood video? I dropped it this morning. It's a collab with it's the first time I met fucking Roach with Ricky in Bakersfield. What up, my dudes? What's up, MJB? Yeah, you gotta trip out on it, bro. What up, Dubs? What is your gamer's tag? I think it's Dubs Cali, bro, is his gamer tag. Frankie Flash says High Power Fitness. Shout out to the homeboy Petey Boy from High Power Fitness. What's up? AA Photography Dubs. He wants to know your gamer tag. I said Dubs Cali, I think.
Yeah, Dubs Kelly, I believe. So this is the controller that I have right here. Look,
Mm-hmm.
you can add the back buttons on this one. It's a PlayStation controller, but you can add the back buttons. Oh shit.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I just can't get used to these back buttons on this one.
What's up, Laker Nation? Shout out to 18. I see you, homie. Doing good. That's right, man. Hey, what's up? Beat Live Media. Dubs, can you recommend some books to learn Mexica history?
Yeah, so the one I tell people a lot of times to get is Conquest of America by Svetan Todorov. That's a really good book. I would say start there and then look at the in the back at the bibliography for other books and then just go from there. There's another one called Ancient what is it? Ancient Mess. I'll have to look it up. Matter of fact, I read out of that book on my channel. You can look through my channel and you'll see it.
Joshua Fitzpatrick, what's cracking? Dubs Gunner, what's up? Ash says, what's up, guys? What's up, Ash? Alvaro says, that's the regular PlayStation Pro controller.
What this
Let
one?
me
I think
see.
the regular.
They said
This
Dun turned the güerita's eyes brown, Caquita brown last night. No, that's a. Oh yeah, that one's different.
this one has back buttons, big dog. The back buttons are right here. That's not a regular one.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
different one.
$200 one.
Daryl Hall says, fellas, thanks for plugging me in with High Power Fitness. That dude's a straight triple OG. Yeah, that's a good dude, bro, and he wants the best for you. Like, he's gonna show you how to get it, man. He about the swole for his age, man. He's built.
There. I put in the back buttons to show you. This is not a regular controller, big dog. It's not a modded controller, but it has the back buttons. So you don't have to take your thumb off of the joysticks. You can shoot and aim from the bottom.
They said, damn, that one's $400 for that, Dubs?
I think this one was 200.
200. Those fucking real ones. The other homie was talking about, those are expensive.
The scuffs, that's my favorite, but I can't get a scuff that's compatible with my PS5, or else I would.
It's
I
the
don't play
Edge controller you play on PC or PS5, says Malik Malik. The Narcan Revolution, the Nakin, not Narcan. Hey,
I
fucking Narcan's not enough.
had a Nakin before.
A Nakin. Looks like paddle shifters. That's the PlayStation Pro Edge controller. I have the same one that costs $200.
$200.
There it is, Alvarado.
Alvaro.
Oh, that's Alvaro.
Damn, you got me. Alvaro.
Looks like paddle shifters got me a Gamecast 1800 easy day, my boy, says Frankie Flash. Shit, I wish I was making 1800 in one day, my boy. I don't know how you did that, but the winner is. Or unless you're talking about fucking XRP, because I made more than that today.
What year did I get locked up in? When? The last time? 1993.
Jay, I'm gonna be doing a video tomorrow on Sin City Mania, another update of some shit that just happened today. So tap in, man. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, you already know Gunners Collective TV. I'm gonna hit you guys with some of the updates, exclusives, and I'm staying up on that Sin City Mania case like a motherfucking dog on a fucking pound of puppy chow. Let me see. XRP is sitting good right now.
But I've seen people play Claw. That shit's weird.
You know what's crazy? Hugh reaction. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it all the way real. When Does put everyone up on game, myself included, a lot of people up on game. I remember when he was talking about it. He wasn't giving no financial advice, but he was letting people know, man, don't miss this one, right?
Mhm.
There was a minute there when it was dipping, and everyone was like, "Oh!" Now
We bought more.
today was a good day. We bought more during the dip. Now, what about today? Now, motherfuckers is talking about retirement and shit. Told you. Let me look at my shit, man.
You guys want the new ones? Do you guys want 2 new ones? You can invest $100, $200 that you can afford. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. There's 2 new ones. Huh?
No, 350.
Mm-hmm.
Was at 355, but
Put ones in the chat if you want new ones.
yes, there's a couple that Dubs was telling me about, man. As soon as payday's hitting,
I
I'm
don't know
in.
what that address is right there, but we don't allow addresses in here, so I'm just gonna delete that.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and delete that address, bro.
I
I
mean, we're
don't.
not gonna ban you, but we don't put any addresses because we don't know what that is.
Says I wasn't into crypto and stocks. Then when Dubs suggested, I was like, yeah, these guys are cool. Just want to see everyone win, man. You know,
So
myself, Dubs, a
19,
lot of people had opportunity at Bitcoin.
so
We had a
so
lot of
19,
opportunity.
19 Bay
Everybody's
Area
winning.
is the only one. I said I'll give you guys two more, and only if you put a one in the chat if you want to know two new cryptos, and only
Hmm.
one person wants it. Okay, now I'm gonna have to block you, big dog,
Yeah, go
because
ahead, Dubs. That's I was gonna say that.
yeah,
Hey, bro, I was a Sin City family follower. No more. I get it. There's a lot of people that chose to step away from that. Um, I wasn't a follower, but I
all
did
right, you already
watch
know
his
about
videos.
it.
What up, Oos?
Okay, so the new ones, write these initials down. One is ZBCN. ZBCN. That's Zebic Network. And then the other one is Casper. CSPR. CSPR. Those
Getting
ones right
real.
now, if you just put $1 on each one, you're going to get over 80,000 coins for each one. Imagine when it hits $1.
And that's why I'll be buying $1,000 worth.
What year did I get out? So I got busted in 93. I got out in 2017.
Since those
Oh, I know
controllers
what
are
it is.
not.
I know what it is. Do you have commercials on right now?
No, I
Oh, I
didn't.
do. I do. That's why
Okay, I'm gonna
people
put
are,
mine
are,
on,
are
some on
seeing things
too.
late.
Shit, since you got them on, I might as well put them on. Fuck it. Mi vida loca.
No, C. Hold on. Let me start again. It's Z. Hold on. Let me just type them in. Move my controller over there. Dead Mike. That's right. So the first one is ZBCN, all caps. And the second one is CSPR.
John Bravo just posted a new video. Did the little homie ever get good grades?
Boom.
And the other one is CSPR. There it is right there. Tap in
There
one
you
time
guys
for your
go.
mind.
If you
On
got a few
Fantasy.
bucks to spare, buy each one.
And I mean literally just a few bucks. It doesn't even take much. Salvador was born in 93.
Yeah, my daughter was born in 94.
Let
Hector,
me
they're in the
see.
chat. ZBCN and CSPR.
As soon
Oh, you
as you
can't
turned
see
on
them.
commercials, a Blue Chew one came on. Well, there you
Yeah.
go. You know what's on my mind. You
Oh, shit. I didn't realize I had my camera off.
know what I'm saying? I got to get me some Blue Chizo. Kamai said XRP new all-time high. I'm at an all-time high. Hey, Kamai, I swear to God, I said earlier, I said, man, when this shit goes through the roof, me, Dubs, and Kamai, we're going to an island somewhere to go just chill, man, the Bahamas or something. Because we're all going to have some paper. Back to work. Have a good rest of the day, fellas. All right, Brad Activity. I appreciate the support, bro. Anthony, what's up? Around town, I really like AVAX. Link render and near a good one is also SPX and APT. Yeah, I used to like XIV, and then I realized it didn't like me as much as I liked it. Ivan, what's cracking? We going to Sizzler, says Dead Mike. Man, we used to go wear Sizzler out. We got kicked out of Sizzler before because my homeboy ate too much
That
shrimp.
bread, that bread is bomb.
Man, their steaks were bomb, but they used to have the all-you-can-eat salad bar. It was
Yeah.
$5, and so
Yeah, I
me and
know.
my homie, that's all we could afford. But they had shrimp, golden pan shrimp, and my boy Beto, the one that says like 7'4", he was big. He took the whole pan. Dubs. They put a brand new pan in. He's like, "Fuck everyone." He took the whole pan to the table, and they kicked us out.
Mm.
Yeah, and then on the way out, they were like, "Get out of here! You guys are overdoing it." And the homie grabbed a whole bunch of more shrimp from the new pan they just put. Smacked
Hector, no. We use Coinbase to buy the two that I just mentioned because they're so small and brand new right now. You have to use Coinbase Wallet. So you just got to put some money in Coinbase Wallet and buy them there. But I mean, I don't know. Just remember, if you put $100, you get thousands and thousands and thousands of coins, and all you need to do is wait for it to hit $1.
Chris Henry, yo, guns. How'd your baby mama pass away? Ene. Well, I'm not an Ene, but she passed away by cancer, bro. Unfortunately. How did Dubs buy XRP for under a penny if he wasn't even out when it was a penny though?
Who said under a penny? I
Yeah,
did. Matter of fact, I think it was under a penny when I first bought it. When do you think I got out?
yeah.
Matter of fact, let me just do this. Hold on, since I still have XRP, and
I bought it when it was like a dollar something or something like that.
yeah, no, I bought it years ago. I bought it. I believe the first time I bought in to XRP was 2000. Matter of fact, hold on, it should be here.
The math don't math, bro. I don't know how the math is not mathing because I know I bought mine at a dollar something.
So the first time I bought XRP, I bought it in 2020. I bought XRP 5 years ago. I didn't say the other ones I'm talking about. If you're not paying attention, the other ones I'm talking about are all under a dollar. I mean, under a penny. Um, in 2020, let me see. It was 25 cents a coin when I first bought XRP
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get me something to drink.
5 years
I need
ago.
something to drinky drink. Come on, Max. Let's go get something to drink.
Yeah, Gunner did. Sorry to hear that. I don't know how to say her name. Beaker Live Media. You guys don't like nice things? What do you mean? I live in. You said you've been to Santa Barbara. It's beautiful. Why would I have to go to Newport and Laguna? So Mandela says the amount of coins you get is irrelevant. It's the percentage it goes up. So yeah, if you were able to get 1,000,000 coins for dirt cheap and then they go up to $1, he's right. Well, you don't want that $1,000,000.
Shit, I do. I want the $1,000,000.
I don't get that. I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but if you can get in that's like if somebody would have invested $1,000,000 in Bitcoin when it first came out. You mean to tell me that the fact that you have like millions and millions and millions doesn't affect your bottom line? Oscar, how didn't you know I'm from Santa Barbara, big dog?
From Santa Ruta.
I've been to Venice. I've been to Venice in the 80s when it was a fucking circus down there.
Hector says, "Hey Dubs, tell Gunner keep his fucking shirt on." He say.
XCN, I had XCN. I had a couple of them. And when everything started dipping, what I did was I just moved everything over to XRP.
Ooh wee. Robert says they just opened some a stand of Sonora style hot dogs out there in Phoenix. Forever in the area, come slide through. Super Northerners don't want to come on the live, huh, Gun? My condolences, by the way, to your ex, bro. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. That was the love of my life, man. Probably the only love of my life at that time, ever. And yeah, I can't believe she died. That was a trip. I was like, what the fuck? I was supposed to go way before her, but that's not what God wanted. He always takes the good ones, huh? Uphold is a good exchange. Hey Dubs, do you know on the Theta? I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know what that is.
He does Mexican Hoovers. What's up, y'all? Just joined the live. What I miss? You didn't miss too much, man. We're talking XRP and a whole
Bullshit.
lot of other shit. This is a Q&A on my side. So whatever questions you want to ask, you could ask them. I'll answer them if I feel like it. At least I keep it real, bro. First and foremost,
Hey,
the
hey,
most.
hey, look, hold on. Let me see.
Mhm.
Mandela says coins that low with that high of a supply won't ever hit $1, bro. That's the same thing they said about XRP for a long time, though, didn't they? They said there was too many of them, and
Mhm.
we're getting close to hitting $4.
Shit, maybe 5 by the weekend.
I think it'll do a little shake up before it does that. They always shake it up. They go up, and then
The whales.
the big dogs start
Yep, the
bullying
whales would come
people
in.
and getting back in.
Juan Sanchez says Q&A, blonde or brunettes? Both. Both, man.
Rice says that Casper has been at $40 in the past. I mean, no disrespect to Mandela, but I mean, unless you're a billionaire from trading, um, I don't know.
John Jimenez, what's up, man?
Mandela, how is that possible? I mean, you're saying coins under a penny to hit over $1 is impossible, but XRP did it.
Bitcoin was at under a penny when it first came out.
Bitcoin did it.
Yeah.
Casper did it. What do you mean impossible? That's a crazy word to use.
What's your age range, Gun? 30 and up. 30 and up. There's no cap on it. You know, if you're 70, you got a lot of money. Well, shout. But you know, I like my women seasoned well. I don't like I don't know, you know. You just never know in this day and age, man. 25 and over, you know what I'm saying? I can go as low as 25. That's about it. I don't want a chicks like, "Oh, I've never been to a bar." You know what I mean? This is my first time at a bar, a strip
No, you
club. I'm
don't
like,
want
what the
the you don't you gotta get a woman that knows what the fuck she wants. Like
yeah.
you don't want to hook up with a broad and she's like, I don't like the way I look when I'm on top. Ah man, okay. All right, you
You don't like the
boring
way you
bitch.
look when you're on top.
Yeah.
Shit. I love the way I look when I'm on the bottom. If you buy a coin at 0.00001 and it becomes 0.01, that's 1,000 times your money. Bipolar Chipmunk, what's happening with it, man? Stephanie says her son wants to marry a rich older woman. Shit, I'm mad at him.
Okay,
Mandela says, bro, I've retired off crypto.
okay,
There you
but
go. Cool.
that's different than you saying that those coins that came in at under a penny can't hit $1 when we just named off a few.
Unless a cryptocurrency has a real use, I don't think they will really take off. Bitcoin was really being used online for years before it did anything. Oh, Bitcoin's always going to be around. XRP is similar to Bitcoin, but has it's different in the world. It's going to be big in the world currency, man. Very big.
It's gonna be used to transfer large sums of money.
Yeah, and once that means every big investor, every big corporation is going to utilize it. That means the stock's going to go way up. That means the little guy that got in when it was little is going to be the big guy utilizing it the same way they are. That's gonna be the day when I was like, man, I got to move my shit XRP style because I got money like that to move it like that. I'm telling you, man, a lot of us that are talking about this, it's the same thing that was happening when Bitcoin first came out. Everybody was like, nah. Remember the guy that fucking gave a tip to the pizza man? That's true stories. All that shit. And guess what? I bet you he regrets that tip. People that were smart enough to get involved, like 50 Cent, he actually took a payment for the Power series in Bitcoin, and now it's worth like fucking $70 million. Just that. It's
East
crazy.
side, why are you trying to bring politics in today? You should you know I think it's gonna be funny in the end. Jesse on Fire did a great video on that today. He you know that list could have came out under the Biden administration, but for some reason it didn't, right? Now all of a sudden when Trump's in office, it's supposedly a big topic. And what did he do? He got enough people riled up to where watch when it comes out now. People are going to be like, holy shit, we really didn't want it to come out.
Shout out to Metal Fair, man. Sawhole. Yeah, I did time with homies from Metal Fair. Metal Fair's was vicious back in the 90s. Shit. Mandela says for a coin to do that now, it won't happen. I thought it couldn't happen with no coins.
Eastside Dubs for Republican never wants to talk politics. What platform am I on? Do you think this platform it likes the politics that will be spoken here? This is my business. Rumble, or someone else. We can talk that stuff all day. Good try though. It sounds like you're trying to sabotage the channel.
Let me see.
Hector said
Gunner,
older women know it won't break.
Big Miguel says, Gunner, I was in your chat last night. Happy for you, man. I'm still blocked. Someone must have blocked you, bro. Spencer. Gunner, don't cut the beard, big dog. All I gotta say, you like the beard and shit? We're just letting it go scraggly. Look at it today. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Look, we'll leave it like that. I don't care.
Another,
It's this
another one.
side's always real curly, man. It just doesn't mat down no matter what I do. Look, it'll pop back up on its own. See? Just what it does. I gotta put all the shit into it. I don't feel like doing it all today. Hey, Lucio, we both got beards. They said the bearded homies. Much love, G. 49ers Red Zone says, let Dubs have his opinion. Respect it. Yes, sir. P Dog says, what's the difference does it make if Trump or Biden is hiding that list? Actually, Trump campaigned on releasing that list.
It's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out
It's
eventually.
gonna come
man.
out.
Yeah.
Believe that.
There's a lot of
Funny,
people on both
it's so
sides that don't
funny
want
how
that list to
people,
come out.
you know, it's one of those things where like nobody was demanding shit for years. Now all of a sudden it's gotta come out today. It's gotta come out today. Like it's gonna come out. Believe that. It's coming out. And it's
P
gonna be
Dog
funny
now
when
Trump
it
says it's
does.
fake news. Have you ever thought, P Dog, to yourself, some people say things, put things out there, so the reverse will happen? If he was
Absolutely.
like, yeah, release the list, remember that they were like, no, 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 no. Now he's like, oh, there is no list. They're like, release it then, release it. He's like, stupid asses, got him.
Let
Boom.
me see something. Hold on,
It's gonna be
watch.
crazy. Gunner sent 6 commercials to rush me on the YouTube yada. Did they plaquear you, or were you able to fucking bounce back?
I want you guys to listen to something. This is Sunny Holston from The View. Listen to what she starts talking about. People were dying. Oh shit, hold on. Sabotage, hold on. People were dying for this information. There was some sort of list that everybody thought was going to come out, and who's on the list. What's important for us to note is we shouldn't be repeating names that are on the list because just because your name has not on the list. And I want you to understand this was before Trump became president. Doesn't mean that you
I'll
have
be right back.
done anything criminally irresponsible or illegal or civilly irresponsible. Yeah. Or that you were a client. Or that you were a client. It only really, these documents as I read them, only reflect Epstein's sexual assault. So you see, before Trump was president, how Sonny Holston said, even if you're on the list, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Let's see what she says after Trump gets in office, though. Watch. So I think that and Ghislaine also and Ghislaine. And so being named in this suit does not equate to being accused of wrongdoing. It doesn't mean wrongdoing. Before Trump, it doesn't mean wrongdoing. Seem to not understand or enjoy facts. Yes. These are the facts. There is a now list. Trump's name is on the logs, the passenger logs of Epstein's aircraft. I thought names don't matter. 7 times. That's already been made public. I mean, of course, Trump is denying any, any and all allegations, but all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list? So before Trump was president, it's just a list that doesn't need to come out. It doesn't mean that you did anything if you're on the list. Not at all, because her friends are on the fucking list. Now that Trump is president, release the list. Everybody on the list is guilty. Come on, man. It's going to come out, though. He played them. Watch, you guys are going to see. Everybody talking that shit. He played them into saying, push that list out. I can't, Eastside. How are you going to tell me when I know my analytics? Listen, my Dub-S World channel, I was doing politics and got shadow banned. Now it's a gaming channel. Come on, homie.
On a lighter note.
On a lighter note.
I'm going to tell you guys how to trick your dog, right? When your dog's acting crazy and he fucked up and he peed on his pee pad and he knows you're gonna be pissed, right? What you do is this. This is some smooth shit I do. I learned, right? This is how I calm his ass down. I'll say, "Oh, you went pee pee on my rug," and I'll act like he'll be over here, and I'll act like I'm talking to an imaginary dog, and I'll beat the hell out of that imaginary dog, and I'll pick that dog up and throw it against the wall. And all this, it's an imaginary dog, right? He's over here watching me get loked up on some imaginary dog. That motherfucker gets some get right quick. He literally went and folded up his own pee pad. That motherfucker to the garbage. He didn't want no smoke. He said, "Damn, this motherfucker beat the hell out of an imaginary dog. I can only imagine what he'll do to me. That motherfucker better not be on the list because he's gonna get it."
Have you ever seen on like TikTok, they'll have a fake dog, like a stuffed animal, and they'll
Yeah.
go to feed it something, and then they'll beat it down, and then they'll go to feed their dog the same treat, and that dog's like, shit, I don't want that.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker eats
That
quick.
shit's
He'll eat whatever
funny,
they
eh?
feed him. Like, fuck that,
All the animals are leaving Yellowstone. What are they doing? Getting condos? Where are they
You
going?
know what? No, it must have. You know how they got, what are those, the geysers, or what do they got under the Yellowstone National Park? Maybe it's getting ready to erupt or something.
Oh,
Don't even keep asking. It just says confirm your tax regulation, all that tax stuff. You got to confirm it and all that on the Coinbase.
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's for tax purposes, bro. The super volcano. Yeah, they got the super volcanoes over there.
I still don't know how to get this.
No, I swear though, my dog, he's like, what are you doing? You have to manipulate him, man, into being good. It's Torta Thursday, says Serge, man. One, if that list never drops and Trump's people keep you tiptoeing around you, you're going to have egg all over your
This guy's
face.
stuck, homie. He's stuck on it.
He says, "Fool, Dad, bro, I don't know if you got
I'm
like,
never gonna have egg on my face, big dog. Believe me,
yeah,
I'm not that invested, Holmes. And
is
I
it, yeah,
promise
we
you,
didn't think
I
about that
promise
every
you, I
day.
didn't go to other channels and talk about Biden every fucking day when they were live. I swear that shit doesn't have a bearing on me.
Stephanie says, my dog does it too. I fake throw shit. Like, you gotta, I'll be all on that fake dog, like, I'll whip your ass. And this motherfucker's looking like, damn, this was going hard in the paint on, I don't know what, but Joey Diaz said something good on a podcast that even if they release the list tomorrow, there's still no one cares about that 16-year-old girl that got abused or R-worded. They'll just be tormented. The list is gonna come out and it's not. What is it gonna mean? It's a fucking piece of paper with some names on it.
Tubbs created breakdancing in Pelican Bay. What the fuck?
Gunner, would you ever move back to Cali? I mean, if I can get a good cheap fucking home and everything lined up right, I don't care where I live as long as it's fucking good for my children and good for me. Julio says, let it go. High speed rail, waste of billions. I agree. Tell my dog, watch him. I'm the dog and you're the human. My Chihuahua herds the pit bulls to the cages when I bring them inside. We got 204 in the building, man. Yeah, hey, that political stuff, it's just a waste of time. No one's ever gonna agree. No one's ever gonna agree. But the thirst for education should be real. Gunner, you will never find cheap. Cheap is 1700, says East Side. Cheap where? I mean, I don't know. East Side depends on where you live. In the Central Valley, places are cheap, bro.
For a
So it just
reason,
depends
though.
on where you live. And 1700 is cheap to me. 1700 is nice shit.
No, I don't need no tequila with that squirt right now. Fucking Gunner got me to buy a 6-pack last night, and I never heard from him.
Well, the beer?
Yeah,
Shit. I know you didn't drink it. It's right there. Post it up.
I did
Oh,
drink it.
that's
One
just
night.
long gone. Hey,
Yeah.
beer does not survive 24 hours in Dub's refrigerator, period. Not these days. Hey, not gaming because you got to sip them when
This
you're
fool,
gaming. You got to.
listen. It's still on my channel. I'm gaming with the homies. He calls. I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, you're on live right now. I'm streaming. He's like, all right. He said, I have a 12-pack. And he goes, we're drinking, right? He tells his girl, and she goes, yeah, we're drinking. And I said, okay, are we going live? He says, yeah, I'll call you in a little while. Let me eat these tacos. I said, okay. So I get a 6-pack.
Let me tell you, let me explain to you guys what happened.
Yeah.
So, in the area I was at, the motherfucking Wi-Fi was funnier than my Wi-Fi, right? It was a little funny. I kept seeing it black out like when I've done lives before. So when I try to get on StreamYard, Dubs knows StreamYard is very volatile. That's the word of the day, volatile, right? So that means you get on and it kicks you off. It just does all kinds of shit. So I was kept trying to fucking do it. It just didn't work. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go live. Julio says Amazon's buildings in Oregon. The Amazon buildings are crazy. How those Epstein files were on the table with two Democratic presidents, and now it's all Trump's fault. Crazy work.
Mhm. Of
It's
course.
it's. I did a no show. Yeah, I did a no show, John. Let me see. Usyk will win Saturday. Probably. I'm going for
I've never
Usyk,
been
but
to
he's fighting
Chicago
a
though.
hard dude. Y'all been to Chicago? I have not, man. I want to go to Chicago though. What up, Julio? Where do you get your hats at, Gun? Ah, it just depends, man.
Adrian says, "Is Dubs the Chuck Norris of Pelican Bay? Did you know that Dubs can speak Braille? You feel me? That's when you really say, you feel me?
Hey, when you can
Am I
speak in
drinking tonight?
hieroglyphics, you're
No.
doing it.
No, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm poor. Can't afford it. Maybe on Friday.
Me too, man. I'm shit. I've been poor since for the last 2 weeks. NFL is 2 weeks away. Is it?
Today's Thursday. Yeah, we're definitely not.
When you guys go to a taqueria, what's your go-to? Do you guys get tacos or burritos? Tacos for me.
Tacos. Why would I go to a
It's always
taqueria for a
tacos.
burrito?
Yeah, it's always look at a Mexican's always gonna get tacos above everything else. Menudo, tacos, pozole, shit like that. That's the three go-tos. Everything else is just extra. Maybe a torta if you're like at work or something. You want a big old fuck something
If
big.
it's a taqueria that makes good cocktail, I'll get that.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Moses right away. $20 for beer ordered. That's for tomorrow, big dog. I appreciate you.
Uh-oh, he got you. Did he get
Yeah, he
me?
got my
Nope.
beer for tomorrow.
Dubs got his beer. I ain't shit. I'm guess I ain't gonna be drinking with him.
Again.
That's all good, man. San Carl, he says Dubs
Hmm.
with los agaves is better in Milpitas or de la Vina.
No, is it better on Milpas or De La Vina?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say De La Vina.
Moises, beer is needed tonight. There you guys go. My boy Stretch from St. John's, Portland. Been a minute. Good to see you guys still doing it for the raza. Much love. What's up, Big Stretch? What's
What's
up, brother?
cracking?
Should I see you, homie, out there in that St. John's area? What is that? Isn't that Northeast Portland or North Portland? I used to be out there a long time ago. My primo owned a pad out there in St. John's, bro. Stupid ass sold it for fucking like $2 million and bought him one of those manufactured homes. Waste all the rest on fucking cars and furniture and shit. And then his old lady left him. Now he's living in a homeless shelter.
Mm.
I laugh every time I think about it. That motherfucker's stupid. Gun lie, you were getting your first, and then the live. Nah, I actually didn't, man. I actually just ate and just chilled. I was tired last night. You know, look at XRP. DJ D said XRP with the eyes. Yeah, I remember you telling me that you used to go to King Burrito a lot. That's your spot. Yes, King Burrito was the spot back in the day. Stretch. Hey, that shit's fire right there, huh? That's the spot I used to go out there. King Burrito. I used to get the fucking the hard tacos. They were bomb. Portland. I seen some hooker walking down the street. Dubs, are you also into Featherwoods? Just curious, bro. I think Dubs
No.
likes Mexican.
Yeah.
What's your favorite taco
All right,
spot,
Big
Gun
Rob.
and Dub? Favorite taco spots in Merced. It used to be called Beto's. Now it's called Victoria's.
My favorite is in San Diego, Tacos El Gordo. I had Tacos El Gordo in Vegas. They weren't as good as San Diego. Frankie Flash, Dubs is a northerner. Anything above LA is the north. End of story. Is that right? I put in more work for the South than you did.
It's
Is that
crazy that they would say that. So Bakersfield and all that, they man, I met some fucking solid fucking gangster ass, hidden ass fucking Southsiders from Bakers.
there's a lot of
Like,
very
bro,
serious. There's a lot of very serious motherfuckers from past LA that would be
fuck the
offended by
805
saying
areas. But hey, I told you guys plenty of times, like I'm not gonna
you.
lie
I'm
to you
not
guys
offended. It's
or
funny.
bullshit you. When I was in the youth authority, that's when motherfuckers were riding. That's when it was every day. Dubs knows it was every day, all day. And the fucking group that was riding the most was not from LA, bro. Shout out to LA. I give them the respect. The group that was riding the most was from the 805, bro. That's just facts. How do I know? Because it was against me. That was facts. Bakers, Bruta, Santa Maria, Lompoc. The first dude I got off on, I rushed him. Why fucking Bolo put major tips on him was Joker from fucking Lompoc. True stories. If you don't believe me, revert back to my interview with the homeboy fucking Poetico from Sanjo. He'll tell it for me. I ain't even gotta tell it. He remembers he was there. But that just goes to show you they were a threat. The 805 was a threat, bro. I used to tell the homies, you see them guys over there? We're gonna get into a lot of pleito with them guys, and we're gonna keep getting into pleito with them guys. So keep your eyes on them because
Yeah,
they never stop.
and YA, a lot of the 805ers, we had a chip on our shoulder because of big mouths like that, talking about 13 and a half. And we whooped a whole lot of asses.
The dudes from LA,
13
they
and a half, I'm gonna
focused more
beat
on
your
each
ass
other.
now.
The
Shit.
dudes on LA focused more on each other. Like that's how it was. Body on body warfare. The 805, they were more, even though it was kind to me, and I might be wrong, Dubs, but it seemed like whatever fucking animosity they had with their enemies, they didn't necessarily let it go. They still did their
Maybe
thing.
in Dallas they didn't. In Paso, it was mandatory. You had to get down with your
No,
enemy.
no, that's what I'm saying. They
Mandatory.
still did their thing, but their focus was on letting everyone know where they stood. Like I seen so many dudes from the 805 get into it with dudes from LA just based on because that I seen
Well,
it.
part of it was because there was a lot more of them than us, and so sometimes they thought they could push their weight around. So it'd be like, well, let's get down. Let's find out.
I'm sorry to hear that, Stretch. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. My bad. I'm speech texting you, bro. If you guys are reading this, kind of misspelled because of my speech text. No, it's all good, man. I'm sorry to hear that about your cousin. My condolences, bro. Pull up to Chicago. One of these days I will, bro. Facts. It's over. Doesn't mean no disrespect. This is the bullshit fed to me almost growing up racist, but now I know racism is wrong. Yeah, it was fed to you. It was propaganda, bro, and it was bullshit. Southern California starts anything past Delano, bro.
I tell you what, this is a fact. I remember being in YA, and there would be two dudes on each compa from the 805, and all the other homies. There was fucking 7 or 8 dudes from Orange County or Los. They felt real comfortable with their homeboys. Us 805ers, we didn't have to have homeboys with us. We were getting it. That's a fact.
Was it the same in Chad and Preston? You know what? I never really seen the Southsiders fighting amongst their own in Preston. Why? They were so outnumbered with Bulldogs and Northerners. They kind of just it was more pinta, ran pinta style in Preston. Like when the Southerners went up north, it was more ran pinta style. They had to all stick together just like Northerners would down south because they were outnumbered, bro. Preston and Carl Holton were the only two places in my life that I've ever been where Northerners outnumbered Southerners like 3-1.
What is
You
this
know,
dude Eastside talking about? Didn't the 805 click up more with upstaters? Southerners clicked up with Southerners. There was no upstaters. How old are you?
there was no such
There's no
thing as
such
upstate
thing as
until
a
the late
fucking
2000s.
upstater.
Hey, what are
First
you
vato
doing?
I met from up
No,
north was fucking Snoopy from San Juan. You know
I'll
how
be
they
right back.
introduced him? Hey, this is the homie Snoopy. There was no fuck. Hey, that's the upstate homie. That's some fucking 2000 something bullshit. That was the homie Snoopy. There was like 3 vatos from VST San Jose with us in fucking Paso, and not once did anybody ever treat them different or say they were fucking upstate. That we wouldn't upstate. Is this a new clica? What the fuck is that?
Look, that was something that the upstaters used in the late 2000s to not distance themselves, but to basically put their own label on. They did that to themselves. The
Plus,
dudes from
look
LA
at
didn't say those are upstaters. They
look at
said that.
Gunner's from up north, and he knows more east side. Are you from Southern California or Northern California?
Yeah,
We kicked it in Ramflas.
they didn't even. It
Southerners
wasn't
made
like all
Ramflas.
805. It was mixed.
Yeah.
Look, in Nellis, when I was on Madison, which was the main comp on that place, the main Ramfla was two dudes from the SGV, a dude from Nella, there was a dude from Harbor area, there was a dude from fucking 18th Street, Crow from 18, Looney from Gardenia, Grumpy from fucking Young Crowd, Sparky from V&E, and Negro from Pomona 12th Street. Them dudes were like the main Ranfla there. Like you could tell that they had a lot of the influence. They were all from different areas. That's how the Southsiders had. You'd have maybe
Yeah.
a couple of dudes from 805 because they're from the same barrio, so they were cool homeboys. So they kicked it together, and then a dude from fucking 18 and a dude from. The only thing I never really seen, and this is true, I never seen like Florencia and Playboys and 18 like kicking it together. They always had separate ranflas because they used to go at it. But that's the truth. That's how it was, and I know because I had to peep out every ranfla and see which one was agitated because because that was fucking. They were all against me, but that's the truth. So when people come on here, it's crazy when people are not educated or don't know their history or they try to speak on things. No disrespect, East Side, but I ain't never seen the 805 just say, "Oh, we're gonna go kill it with upstairs." Upstate movement wasn't even around back then. At least it was around, but they didn't have that label.
I'm 51 years old, homie. I barely heard that shit in my 40s.
Yeah, there was no such thing. It was just
When I was in New
outsiders that lived
Folsom,
in Northern California.
when I was in New Folsom, I remember there was probably about 15 dudes that were from up north that were Southerners. Not
Mhm.
once did anybody refer to them as upstaters. Not once did they refer to themselves as upstaters. That's a division.
They were just yeah. If they would have tried to do that, that would have been considered like against the grain, and they probably would have got taken off on. To be honest with you, back in them days, like in our days, you couldn't differentiate yourself north or south from anything. You just were what you were. You couldn't. I seen a dude from Saul, big old shark on him, Saul on him. He was a South Sider, and never once did they be like, "Oh, that's." They were just like, "Hey, that was their homie." I remember, man, the homies from Saul used to hate that shit. I used to be rubbing it in. Damn, that fool, his shark tattoo's better than yours.
Hey, Anthony, I have a question for you. Anthony's exploration. I'm not gonna answer that question, but I'm curious how old you are, or which one of your if you're younger than me, I want to know which one of your older homies told you that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stretch says, I know the homie Crow from 18, bro. That's the homie. It's probably a different one. There's probably a million crows.
Oh
I know
yeah,
there was
when
a
it comes
black
to 18th
crow.
Street, they're so big. Any name you can think of, there's at least 10 of them.
Yeah, the crow I knew, bro. I was in YA with. He passed away, but he
You
was
have
a
to know what
Mexicano.
clique they're from and everything.
Yeah, they had different cliques, different sides, all that.
What's up, Alex?
That's right, Alex. Cipacli says if you from NorCal, you're a Norte. Says to Cipacli. That's what he says. That's how he feels. Again, he's from LA and he says simple. Simple as that. The Vatos from LA, that is what they a lot of them used to think. He's only speaking from that's the way they've been doing it for years. The LA car was different, man. They didn't really care for anyone that was outside of LA, just to be honest with you. I remember they used to go at it with the IE a lot, from my
Okay,
experience.
Anthony. Yeah, I figured you were younger. Um, yeah, something like that never happened, but yeah, that's their business to talk about. But no, not it didn't. It never was anything close to what Fresno did, though.
Yeah, now Fresno to me, the only thing that they can compare with, two different groups, man, that they could compare with to me in Fresno is Amaravia. They to me they kind of were like the northern version, Central Valley version, whatever you want to put. Spending it was always Northern Cali, but they changed it to Central, but for their own purposes. But it was they were kind of reminding me of Maravilla, and then Tango Blast out there in Texas. They're similar as they just went against everybody and
You know what's
everything.
crazy? I didn't even think about it until right now. There's
Mhm.
probably an equal amount of dudes from Maravilla as Bulldogs.
Probably,
That's how big Maravilla is.
yeah,
There's so many different cliques from Maravilla.
yep. They're similar to the size of Fresno. I know Fresno Bulldogs probably. I would say there's about 20,000 of them, 15 to 20,000 of them. That's including county dogs and all that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there probably is more Bulldogs because they have more counties.
They have county dogs, yeah.
Mhm.
And then for a minute there, for those that remember the history, they had a thing called Bulldog Nation, Nation dogs, which were dogs from everywhere. There was even dogs from LA that were locked up in LA and that fucking clicked up with them. That kind of like I guess you would call them. They fell off from whatever they were
I remember in New
residences.
Folsom, an ex-Northerner. I told you the story. I don't know
Mhm.
if you remember when I told you the story. The dude came out from the Bay, and there was some tension with the Southerners over him. Um, he was actually a Northerner, and started. He came out of the shoe and started running around with the Bulldogs. And they said, as long as he puts a paw on him, he's all good.
Yeah,
But there was some backstory to him where there was some tension and it led to some stuff. But yeah, that was a trip.
yeah.
I remember him saying that.
Well, that thing didn't last too long. It was started by I think it was Pee Wee. I did a story on it. I think it was Pee Wee that started. Anyways, he ended up being a federal informant later on, and then they tried to whack him. But that dude, he tried to start something called Nation Dogs, Bulldog Nation, BDNs, and he was trying to put some structure to it. You know what I mean? And get political, and the dogs at that time that they were trying to stray away from that. So that wasn't gonna. That was a no go. But there was
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of dudes that
Magentas.
were.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
Sipakli said Fresno used to program with homies. That's true. They used to
Yeah,
be
that
on the
was
on the same yards.
I was there when it happened, when it started. That shit happened, and it was weird because you could tell which Bulldogs were not happy about it, you know, and you could tell which Southerners weren't happy about it.
But yeah, that whole bulldog thing, they're a whole different thing than a lot of other groups.
Moses says these damn commercials, I hate them. So if you guys get sent to a commercial when you come back, you guys are gonna have to skip forward to catch back up.
I'll be right back. This dog's tearing shit up. I hear him.
Damn, Pedro Rojo says, I think my cousins make up 10,000 of the Bulldogs. Yeah, I remember that was from like 90. Well, I remember it was from like 90 in New Folsom at least, from like 95 to 98. The Bulldogs were right there in B Yard functioning with the Southerners. And then in 98 was when the incident occurred in B facility in New Folsom and B facility in Pelican Bay. And then that's when they all went to Salinas Valley, I think D facility.
Do y'all watch Young TC? If so, what do you think of his documentaries of California hoods? I don't know if I've ever come across. I might have seen it in passing, bro, but I've never. They
No,
copied the college team though.
that's
College
not
team.
true, Sipakli. They were actually, I remember one of them, one of the main Bulldogs on B Yard with us. He got a big old 1-4 blasted his whole back. And I remember when he got it, like it was like the day after he got it, and he was walking the track and he had his shirt off. And I remember when he was walking by us, everybody was like, it got quiet and everybody was looking like, what the fuck? And one of the homies asked him, like, hey Holmes, I thought you vatos weren't a part of the North no more. Why you getting that? And I remember the Bulldog, he said, because that's our number. They think it's their number, that's our number. You know, they did one of those where, hey, that's
Yeah.
our number, this and that. And we're like, oh shit, all right, okay.
Well, yeah, they changed the F-14 from Fresno Norteño to means FBD, Fresno Bulldog,
Mm.
or it has a different meaning. They changed it. But Eastside, I'm gonna explain to you why you're wrong right off the top, bro. This shows me that your level of education when it comes to
Who?
gangs is this guy Eastside. I put him on the screen is a
Oh,
little off. First of all, you say actually the term upstate was for Sureños up north. 99.9% of them dudes were not Sureños or not Sureños, bro. They're Southsiders.
yeah.
There's a difference, homie. There's a lot of people that throw around the term Sureño all the time, and they don't even know what it means or what it really is. That's something earned, not something just freely given. So that's where you're wrong there, brother. You got it lightweight right. They did want to separate themselves from Northern Cali, but I mean, you are where you're from, bro. There's no changing a name is going to change it, right? But a lot of autos be like, "Oh, I'm a Sureño." I heard you saying that. No, you're not, bro. no, no, you're not. That's just the truth, bro. I'm just being real. I'm not no disrespect, but there's a difference, homie. Just like there was a difference from a northerner to a norteño. Same shit. There's a difference.
Did I ever meet or run across Tookie Williams? No, Tookie Williams was on death row.
Eastside says, well, on the streets, they call themselves sureños. Again, there's no
They don't know what
education
that
there.
means.
They don't get it. Them guys that are calling themselves
Let
that,
me tell
they've never been there.
let me tell you something right now, Eastside, and we're not gonna get too deep into this because I don't know if you're a troll or not. I feel like you're a troll. Um, there's dudes that tattoo SUR on themselves, right?
Bad.
That's cool. You did that out on the streets. You didn't earn that. You go to
Mhm.
prison, you can't say no. Any jale, hey, I'm gonna need you to do this. What do you mean no? You tattoo, so you're identifying yourself as something that actually means something. Okay,
Mhm.
let's find out then. That's how it is. That's the reality of prison. You got a tattoo on your body because you saw your older homeboy with it and you thought it looked cool. You didn't understand your older homeboy actually earned that behind the walls. So you did it out here where it's it looks good on me. Okay, well, when you go in there, now you got to earn it.
Your boy Rob, the one and only. How are Bulldogs and why dangerous? Homeboys ain't no south side or north side. It's the wood side, brother. Much love, guns. I fuck with that Peckerwood right there, man. It's the homeboy 951. Hey, Bulldogs were dangerous, bro. They were known to have major hands. That's it, man. They were deep too. Um, when we were going at it with Southerners and Nellis, it was what it was. It was dangerous, man. There were stabbings, there was things that happening. When we went at it with the Bulldogs in Preston, it was probably more dangerous just because they knew how. It was like when, remember, John Gruden left the Raiders and went to go to Tampa Bay and he knew all their plays. Well, same thing with the Bulldogs. They knew all our plays. They knew how we got down, so that made them a much more dangerous adversary. And for some reason, man, them Bulldogs had hands, bro. That's just my perspective of it. Again, man, you might meet some northern that be like, hey, nah, them fools were suckers. You might meet a south side. Everyone's gonna be different. I know in prison, they move differently than YA. I'll just say that. And we'll leave it at that. Dubs knows what I'm talking about. But in fucking YA, them dudes from Fresno had hands. It's just the way it was. It was good fights in YA, bro. Good fights.
That was fucking like part of your diet was fighting in YA fool.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how many times you're gonna fight.
Yeah. You live, you know how they say in prison, you live, sleep, eat, and shit? In YA, you live, sleep, eat, shit, and fight. Fight
Homie,
being
I've
probably the
said it
majority.
before. I've said it before. There will be times where, like, say somebody you're really cool with, right? And
Oh,
hey,
X3,
thank
thank
you,
you.
X3 Security. I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
Say like a homie of yours, one of your dogs in YA, right? You guys are cool as fuck, and he's going. So he go like the new. I don't remember. That's like the semester. The new one starts, and so you have new classes. You might have an enemy in every block, or whether it's called instead of period, it's called a block, right? So first block is like first period, right? You might
Mm.
have an enemy in each one, and you got to get down with them, right? So
Every
say
one of
your homie that you're kicking it with every day, busting spreads with every day. He's starting to make a name for himself. He's putting in work. You'd be like, hold up, homie, let's check this shit out. Checking it out, man. Hey, let's go get down real quick. And so it's your boy. You guys get down, boop, 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 after you go bust a spread again.
them. Do you guys think you guys could have done a better documentary on the Bulldogs with Vice TV compared to who, Jose? Um, if you're talking about the one Jay Hands did, I think I know a lot more of the history of Bulldogs than he does. That's not hating. I just think I do, having done time with F-14ers at a very, very young age and knowing the history and being taught the history by OG Bulldogs as well as NF members. I think I probably would be a little bit more historically versed when it comes to the Bulldogs. That's my area. But again, man, I don't know if I could have did it better, but I could have did it justice. I'll tell you that.
Only people that could do a great documentary on something is someone that's from here.
From there, yeah,
Nobody's
like
gonna
I
do it
could
better.
never compare to a dog. Yeah,
Yeah, Bulldog's gonna do the best story on Bulldogs. That's
like
facts.
I have a homeboy, man, that I talk to all the time. Dubs knows who he is, man. He taps in with me all the time. He did a over 20 some years in prison. Like he could probably do a fucking great documentary.
Mhm,
And being the way he was, like he's not going to be a sugarcoater. He's not even going to
mhm.
sugarcoat his
No,
homeboy
because I've
stories. He,
actually spoke to him. Things that I
yeah,
told Gunner
he
that
keeps
I
it
would I
real.
would never say on here. I've told Gunner and that dude confirmed it. Like, no, he's not lying. Like things are what they are. Malik are all level 4 yards in California. No hands policy. Of course.
Questioning why after you fight and pick up more time, you're all out weak. That's so you do you get dropped level? No,
No.
no, hell no.
So look, here's something you got to understand, Ezekiel. So in YA, you can catch like first of all, you don't always catch time for fights. First of all,
Yeah,
you can go fight in the blinds. You know what I mean? But if you catch time, you can also get time back in YA a lot easier than you can in the joint. So it's just like say you get sentenced to 8 years in YA, you can get out in 2 years.
if you do good.
Like you don't do the whole 8 year. You don't have to do half of it. You know what I mean? It just depends. You go to the board and but usually, no lie, everyone fucking winds up fucking theirs off their first year in YA, first 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I know who Phantom was. Sipakli. I actually interviewed him. on my channel, man. If you look way back in the archives on Gunners Collective, I interviewed Phantom. Um, Phantom was another dog with the business. What differentiates Phantom from a lot of the other bulldogs at that time was when the bulldogs split up, man, there was still a lot that were still loyal to the F-14. They still were cool with Norteños. They were still like, damn, what's going on in prison? They did what they had to do, but they didn't want to do it. Phantom was one of the dogs that was pushing that movement hard, the separation. Like he was one of the first ones to be like, I hate Norteños and all that type shit. So there was some dogs that were like, once they were told by their big homies, that was it. They were fucking it, like totally against the grain. And that just goes to show that a person like him had no loyalty, man. Um, at least not to fucking what he was. But he still has F-14s on him and all that because he's part of that old school. A lot of the old school F-14ers still have it on him. They never covered it up because that's part of their history. And then there was dudes like Dub said that were still getting F-14 because it meant something different to them. So there's
Who
a
was
lot with
that?
the Bulldogs. It's
East
a
side.
complex story.
East side. You don't have to put an H in that word. It's not brother. It's bruta. Dubs, would you trip if they pull up to the west of Bruta and shoot a hood block? I don't think it would happen. Um, they did one on the east side. I don't think I don't know. I would be surprised. Would I trip? No. But I would be very surprised if dudes from my neighborhood were gonna do something like that. That would I would find it weird.
They said Phantom was plugging fools over words. He was trained to go. He killed a dude for calling him stupid. His Celly. Celly called him stupid, a youngster, didn't know no better. Should have been in there gaming him up and educating him. But at that point in time, I think Phantom was a lost spirit, man, and he was just looking for any reason to go somewhere else. I've seen dudes kill dudes just because they want they want a bus ride, or they want to get out of that institution, or whatever they want to do. Dudes get killed in prison over a little bit of nothing, man. It's a dangerous place.
What's up, Tyler?
How do you feel, Gunner, about Little Toro saying you're not raza Mexican or well, he's Puerto
He never
Rican.
said
He's
he
not
wasn't.
Mexican either.
He never
Yeah.
said he wasn't. He said I'm the one he said was he should be wearing a
Yeah, he
turban
said
and all
Dubs is the
kinds.
one that's Arab, but Little Toro's a Puerto Rican, bro. He's not Mexican. He's like 40% Puerto Rican and 60% JCat. My bad. I'm just doing too much. 70% JCat. I do remember when F-14 Bulldogs were pulling up to West Side Merced in the 90s before the transition. They did East Side, and my homeboy killed one. My homeboy Loquito, and then that was that. That ended all that real quick, very quick, man. Them fools said, "Fuck, we're gonna skip Merced. These motherfuckers are different out here." My homeboy got 40 to life for that. He just got out recently, man. And that right there, that situation wasn't like he was out hunting dogs. That was just he was with his baby's mama. Her baby's dad happened to be a dog. They pulled up to his mother, the mother-in-law's house. The homie was just trying to sit in the car. Dude had woofed on the phone. Fool came out crazy. He had bulldog dog paws all over him. He said, "Hey, what's up?" My boy said, "Hey, look, bro, you really want to do this right here? There's kids and shit. You know what I mean? You really want to do this?" That dude said, "What's up?" and try to swing. The homeboy pulled out the big thing. The bulldog tried to get under the car, and the homeboy jumped on the hood and shot through the hood and shot him in the head and killed him. And so that was that. But that's how that went down, and he ended up catching 40 to life. He actually, Dubs, this is what happened. We're all in the county together. They actually offered him 10 years, right? I said, run that, take that.
Hell
He's
yeah.
like, nah, bro. He goes, the first time I went to court, they fucking did a mistrial. I could beat this shit. I said, bro, you
Dumb.
killed that fool in
Dumb.
front of everybody,
Anytime
bro.
there's a dead body, if they offer you something without an outline, you take it.
Yes. I said, take the 10, bro. You already got like 3-4 years in the county. You're good, right? Guess what? He said, no, I'm going to take it back to trial, bro. I'm going to beat this shit. They flipped his old lady. He got 40 to life.
Yep.
That's what happened. That's a true fucking story right there. My boy just got out recently, man, like months ago. And
He could have
he
been out.
ended up doing almost
But
30 years,
but
20
if he
some years.
got out at that time, he would have just caught another one. It would have
Oh,
been
yeah. Oh, he was hey, that little dude right there. That dude right there. Yeah. It was probably best that he did get locked up because he would have been right back at it. Yo, what's good, Dub? Seeing that little Brazy situation?
that little kid.
He's a little kid.
Yeah. You guys ever beef it with loud ass neighbors in an apartment? I haven't.
I haven't. Frankie Flash, Cipacalis, Little Toro featuring Prisoners Awakening coming soon.
Oh, they should have
They're
a
there.
rap song together.
A rap competition?
No, they should do a fucking a song together.
There they go.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
could have Al could be beatboxing.
Yeah, he could go.
Yeah.
Wait, he so called does it. Oh man, don't do dubs like that, man.
Yeah, he did. He
Hey,
called me
hey,
that.
Frankie Flash says they're gonna call it Peacock Records or Blowcock
No,
Records.
I think he's talking about Peacock. That was are you talking about the Peacock that used to be in I don't know if they still are in Oxnard? I used to get music from there when I was in YA.
Stay Sharp says Norbert's wants a fade. You say Norby's wants a fade? He don't want that. He don't need that, bro. He got hit one time by American Cholo and shit out blood. So imagine. What's up with Super Torta Part 7? It's coming, Fonzie. You know, I don't like to when I do several episodes of a super, then I like to mix it up a little bit because there's other supers for other people. But I get back to it. I can never forget the stories, so they're there. They said that's their label. Their label is called Blowcock Records.
Damn.
Oh man, Blowcock Records is crazy. The Vatos assign you for fucking $250 or a free hotel room. Hey, when Little Toro gets signed, they're gonna give him $200 and a free fucking stay at Motel 6 for a week. He's
Mm.
signing that. He's signing that quick
What about when he beat up that dude and then kicked him out?
for nothing.
And that dude
Because
probably paid for the room.
yes, kicked him out of
He
his own
was
room.
really behind. Yeah, he was really behind that.
What about when I sent him $100 to get a room? That fool was thanking me like a motherfucker. Got it on text message, thanking me. Then he does a video saying, "You didn't send it to me. You sent it to my old lady. You're
Yeah,
scandalous for that, fool. You didn't have a fucking Cash App, stupid."
yeah. See why not 100. If you go on IG, they show a lot of things about YA. But I don't know about sex assault. But I know they have that thing on IG all the time that pops up about lawsuits for YA.
Hey, Eastside Little Thor can't be that broke. Staying at a motel is expensive, 100 a night. Well, of course, you got people sending them money to do it every night. I was one of the dumbasses that did. I did it. I didn't do it for him, man. I did it because he had his wife and children there. That's why. And you know, he was doing bad, and you know, I got a little bit of a history with that dude as far as fucking. I felt bad that he was going through what he was going through, and so I threw him a little hundo. You know what I'm saying? Just to it's the best. It's better than nothing, you know. Thank you, hip hop. Anyways, man, we're gonna get up out of
Yeah,
here, man.
right.
Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys, man. It was cool kicking it with you guys. Tap in tonight. I think we might go live tonight. I don't know. We'll see what's up. But thank you guys. We're out, man.
All right, you guys.